Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Tavante Hughes and JD from
Hey, hey, hey.
REI Financial. How's it going, guys?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
We are here to discuss. Our topic today is going to be resistance to the funding process. Uh, we are getting a lot of phone calls, talking to folks, hearing all the amazing business ideas you guys have, and all the ways you want to grow your business, and trying to pair you up with the just the proper funding that is just right for you. And in this process, of course, we're getting folks who are ready to go. They got their stuff, they're ready to go, they're organized, and they trust in the process. And then we have some who may not even realize that they're actually in their own way. And we want to help you out. We want to talk to you, support you. Of course, we want to ensure you guys are ready when you call us to capitalize on what we have to offer you to get your funding. So you want to start us off? What do you think about the subject?
Man, no, I think it's crazy because it takes to start your own business and run. Basically, if you're building something, your own dream, your own business, whatever the case may be, like it's going to take a large amount of resilience. It's going to take the ability to get through obstacles, and the patience and understanding that these obstacles are going to come no matter what. No matter what it is that you're doing in your business, when you're first starting out, you're going to run into things, and it's just this is very early in the process. You're giving up. You're giving up starting almost. You know, that's how I look at that's how I look at it. Like if you're this fresh in the process, and this little bit of resistance is stopping you, that's gonna hurt you in the long run regardless. So you got to break through that. You got to break through that whatever that mental barrier is. Definitely break that through that. And like Toronto said, don't get in your own way.
I love the way you said. You say. I just told you off. You said giving up to start. You're giving up to start.
Giving up
You,
starting.
Yeah, you get them starting basically.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really good way to understand where you are right now, because I know, because when you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for those the customers to come through, the money to flow through, you're looking for the evidence of your success, basically, right? And that's where your mind is at right now. And you probably, if you're like me, our entrepreneur, we think constantly about ideas. Like the brain is going constant. So it don't even feel like it's only been 3 weeks for you.
Right. Exactly.
It feels like it's been like 3 or 4 months, and it's only been like 3 weeks, and then when you have to, kind of like open your underwear drawer and tell someone what your finances look like, that may feel a little comfortable. You show folks your underwear.
Yeah.
And then when the underwear
you gotta make yourself vulnerable. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then when your underwear got some stains in them.
Your white ain't white. Your white ain't white.
Listen. We all been there. That's why I'm laughing at it, because I've been there. I mean, right. When I talk to folks, please rest assured, when you come and talk to me, there is no judgment of where you've been and what you've done, because those mistakes you've made, those are war wounds. Those are signs that you've been doing something. You've been trying, and you're learning, right? And so people will say, well, my credit score is this, and then they'll try to explain, like, it's okay. It's okay. We've all been there. My credit score has been up. It's been down. It's been up again. It's been down again.
Right. That's a beautiful thing about your credit is you can, as many times as you can mess it up, you can fix it.
Exactly.
You got to understand that, like you said, Devontae, we've all been there. Nobody started off perfect. I don't think, anyway. That definitely don't run in my family, but but I think we've all had to learn along the way that, like you said, create some war wounds, get some battle scars, while you're learning what's going on. But that's definitely not a reason to stop yourself. That's just, I always tell potential clients, when you're going through the process of getting qualified, whether it be for a home or a finance for your business, whatever news that you receive is going to be good news.
Exactly.
It's either going to be, hey, you're fully qualified and we can fund you at XYZ amount and you're good to go right now. Or it's going to be, hey, we can't fund you right now, but if you take care of X, Y, and Z, we can get you the money you need to start your business. So either way is good news. Yeah, you might have a few more steps that you got to take along the way, but it's still good news. Now, at least you have a plan. At least you have a goal set where it's like, okay, if I get this taken off my credit and gets taken off, or if I get another credit card and improve my utilization, I can get it's so many different scenarios. Either way, you have a plan now. You're not just sitting there stuck with this idea and this plan and you can't capitalize because you can't get money. You can get the money now. You just got to take these extra 2 steps or wait an extra 2 to 3 months while your credit improves or whatever the case may be. So it's never bad news. It's never, don't ever feel like you're in that womp, womp, womp type of zone. Like you're giving yourself the opportunity to actually get qualified. So don't give up just starting. Like, don't give up on the starting process. You definitely, that's the initial wall that you got to get through. And the crazy part is, like, once you get through that part, that creates momentum, and that's going to make it easier to get through the next hurdle and the next hurdle and the next. The hurdles is coming. I don't care how perfect you think your idea is or how perfect your business is going to go. You're going to run into hurdles. Ask anybody last year around March when COVID hit. Everybody felt that hurdle. So you're going to run in hurdles, whether you put them in front of yourself, somebody else puts them in front of you, or God just puts them in front of you. You're going to run in hurdles. So be ready for that. But if this is your initial hurdle, definitely don't let this stop you.
I love how you said, JD, that regardless of whatever news you get is good news. And now the person that controls whether they see it as good news is the person that's looking at it, right?
Yep.
So I think that's tip number one. You're talking about how do we get out our own way? How do we start seeing that we're being resistant to the funding process? Is because we're looking at the news, at all news, as bad news, right? Mm-hmm. But when it's saying, yeah, you're not going to get funding right now, but here are some things you can do, right? Here's some next steps. And when you see it in that way, then you can just take those next steps. You're not going to be stuck in that moment where you're stuck on, I got the nod. I guess it's not meant to happen. Sometimes it feels that way, but you got to hold on to the idea when you first started the business, what you're excited about, what you're passionate about, why you wanted to start that business, what got set on fire. You got to hold on to that, and you got to keep taking the advice and taking the hurdles and see them as not even hurdles, and see them as like directional steps to the next part of the process.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's a good tip.
Yeah, no, man. I feel like sometimes, like God, whatever you want to call it, the universe, whatnot. I feel like it will really see how serious you are about whatever it is you say you want to accomplish, whatever dream it is, whatever goal, whatever business. It put things in front of you to see, like, okay, like you say you want to do this, boom. It's your first set of resistance. Like, show me that you want to do this. Like, okay. Oh, you went through that. You got through that. Okay. You say you want to go next. Okay, do this now. You got to get through this. This is your problem. How are you going to deal with this? Like, show me that you're going to keep moving forward no matter what's put in front of you. And then all of a sudden, the gates open.
Yep.
That's how it goes. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy. it is crazy.
But that is how it rolls. It's weird how, like I said, it's literally like sometimes it's a test of your will and your mindset to really, really see if you're ready. I feel like it's really to see if you're ready for the blessing, because sometimes it's a lot of instances where people get blessings that they aren't ready for. You know what I mean? Like, look at the lotto. Like, how many people that end up winning the lotto, praying for something like that, and they get it and then they broke in a short amount of time. You know, like, they really weren't ready for that blessing. I've had opportunities myself where I look back and I'm like, dang, I thought I was ready.
Yeah.
And God was trying to tell me, you're not ready. And then I was like, no, God, I got this. Give it to
I
me.
got
Give it
this.
to me.
Yeah.
It was like catching a punt. It hung up in the air and I was, fumble. Just fumbled the opportunity straight, like no joke. Just literally like a big man on the field too. Like, oh, I got this, God. I got this. And he'll drop something in my lap and I fumbled it. Like a few opportunities with flips, wholesales, whatnot, like great opportunities where I could have made a nice amount of money, but I had the blessing, but didn't know what to do with it because I didn't go fully through the process yet.
Yeah.
I had to go through the process. So like in those, mind you, in those fumbles, I definitely learned some lessons. I learned what to do and what not to do, but it's prepared me for the overflow of blessings I've had since then. So
yeah,
that's what that's what I feel a lot of it is, man. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I remember when I was in college, I had this business that I was going to. So I pledged Alpha in college, and then I started making paddles, like painting paddles, right? And so I saw an opportunity. I was like, man, I can probably make this a business. I can make some engraved patterns. I can do all kind of cool stuff. And I had the background to understand technology that CNC before 3D printing was a thing. This was before 3D printing was a thing, but CNC engraving. So I researched, and there was no tools out there like that. But I found this one guy who made CNC engravers, and I knew G code, which I learned through technology, basically through school.
Mm-hmm.
So my uncle had loaned me some money, right, for another business that I was going to do. I gave up on that business, like, no, I'm going to do this business. Took the money and I put it, I was going to buy the CNC graver, and I called the guy, but I was so nervous. That I was going to lose all my money. And the guy sensed the nervousness and was like, I don't want to sell it to you. And I was like, what? So it was like,
did he say why?
I was scared. I scared him out of the deal.
He just picked up on it. He just picked up on it.
I was too nervous.
Dang.
I was way too nervous, and I just totally lost out. Now the thing is, like, I didn't die. You know, it wasn't the end of my entrepreneurial career. Like, it wasn't like no other opportunities came after that. But it felt like it in that moment, and it was a lesson to me. It was a lesson. It was like, when you go talk to someone about something, you can't come with that fear. You got to be sure, even if you don't know you're sure. Act like you're sure.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It was a lesson.
I like that, man. I like that. That's crazy because I think that shows up in a lot of stuff, man. Like, it definitely, for example, when I do a lot of cold calling, and I look at some of my notes and stuff or listen to some old calls, and I was horrible. But you can hear, like, I was trash. I'm not going to even front. I was trash. I was nervous. I was, it's funny because, outside this box right here, I'm 6'4", like 280, like,
right.
I physically I ain't got no issues, but on that phone I was just very attached to the outcome of every call, and I was very nervous. I didn't know exactly what to say. I was, like I said, I was connected to every early on. Every no was a rejection of me. I had to let go. I had to let go of that and understand, like, it's not a rejection of me. It's just a rejection of what I'm trying to sell them, or maybe I'm not saying it the right way, or the way that they're looking to hear it, or completely their circumstances are messed up where they can't take advantage of the product that I'm trying to offer them, and that's okay. You know what I mean? And moving on faster, like you said earlier, like failing faster, so I can get to the client that is actually meant for me and actually get better at what I need to say to connect to people. But yeah, man, like I said, I started off, I was super trash, but I just had to keep picking it up, keep doing it over and over again until I got comfortable, until, like, now it don't affect me. But that was one of the big things I picked up on, was that people picked up on that nervousness. Picked up on that fear. They picked up on that, like, it was easier for them to take control of the conversation and move me off of the phone versus versus focusing on the mission, which was trying to see if I can help them.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's weird. It's weird how we as even as human beings, we can pick up on that trait. We can pick up on people's vibrations like that, where you can tell, this person is nervous, or this person not ready, or this person, like you said, like when you were gun shy, and you can pick up on that. Like that's big, but that also that fear and that nervousness, when you're putting it into anything that you're trying to do or trying to build, it's like putting the wrong seasoning in your food. You can taste it. It's going to come up.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's good.
It's so like, it's that fear, that doubt is going into that pot of whatever you're trying to cook up. And when you try to serve it, it's not going to feel right. It's not going to taste right, because you got that fear in it. And you gotta, that's all these 5 inches right here, man. Like, ear to ear, what's going on in between here is what you got to fix to get that out of your head, get out your own way.
I love that. And so you guys, you heard it. If it tastes wrong, put the wrong seasoning on. If it don't feel right, you put the wrong seasoning in it.
Yeah, you gotta get that garlic salt, get that Lawry's in there. You gotta put that put that belief that I can do this in there, man. You gotta put that good stuff in there.
Oh, I like it. I like that. I like that. Yeah, you definitely gotta have that mindset of belief that like, no matter what's going on, it's all good. No matter if I'm getting something left, it's good. I'm gonna use it. If I'm getting something right, I'm gonna use it. It's good. The process is its own process, and when you trust the process, things unfold for you. People start doing things for you. People start, the process is easier. But if you come into it fear, and I'm talking to you about the potential of using this product for a loan, and this product for a loan, and this product for a loan, and you cut me off mid-sentence and not listen to me, then you missing opportunities you don't even know you're missing, because you can't even hear all the information. How can someone give you something and you tell them how you want to get it? It's like, do you want all the options, or do you want to limit your options? Right. So I think it's when you come to the table and you definitely want to get some funding, we're definitely going to help you. We want to give you all the options that are available to you. Mm-hmm. But we need you. Actually, you need you. You need you to be ready. And have the mindset of, I'm going to trust the process. I'm not going to be demanding about what I want and how I want it. Because what I really want is money.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day.
Yeah, want and need.
Exactly. At the end of the day, you need funding for your business. We want to give it to you. Mm-hmm. And so when you trust the process, then there's options going to be available to you, and all you got to do is just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Right. From where I was, JD, then to now, totally different. So let's how they had that thing where it says how it started, how it ended, or not really ended, because I'm still doing it, but like that's how it started. It was that way. How it's going. I was fumbling the ball, like you say. I was calling, and I was worried about $2,500, right? Yeah. Now I go see my accountant, and I go see my business mentor, or whatever I'm doing, and they say we're gonna do this. And I say, okay, let's go do it. Okay, when are we gonna do it? Tomorrow. Okay, let's go do it. I'm just like, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Not worried about, well, how it's gonna work, and what if this happened, and what if that happened. None of that overthinking. Just go with the process.
Real quick, Vontae. Because I love how you fast forwarded into, like, from where you started at, and then how it's going now, and how you're very bought in. It sounds like you're very bought into the process now. There's no hesitation. There's all that fear is gone and whatnot. In between now and then, like, what did you do to develop your mindset to let go of that fear, that doubt, and move forward? Like, what was it something you were reading? Was it people you were hanging around? Was it your mentor? Like, what did it?
Sorry, my background. Really good question. So I think what happened was, and it was a period of time where I said to myself, okay, I've been trying to do this for so long, and I feel like I got a lot of information, I got a lot of education, but I don't feel like I have a lot of evidence to show that, like, yes, I'm doing it. What can I do differently? And it was that ask myself the question, not looking at, well, I can't do it because the creditors are horrible, or this person will give me the money, or the people don't want the product. Just, you know how we start blaming other folks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It started first with me looking at myself and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. Something I'm doing is not working. What can I do differently to make things work? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And once I had that perspective, and I was looking in the right direction, I was looking at me, not looking at other folks. It changed everything. It was like, okay, I don't have to blame, my family because they don't believe me. I don't blame my community because they don't have the money to support me. I don't have to blame the lack of education. I should have known this when I was in high school, or whatever it was, right?
Right.
I have time and opportunity to do these things. Let me just go with the flow and see what happens. I didn't even know that was going to work. It was more like an experimental thing. I just knew that what I was doing wasn't working, and I need to do something different.
You wasn't
trying, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't trying to do the definition of crazy, which is the same
right,
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Gotcha. And then once I started to notice that, like, okay, and I heard it best from Robert Kiyosaki. He said, the moment you can make money without money, you always have it. I'm paraphrasing. He talked about his first deal. He said his first deal, he used a credit card and a loan to make, I think it was like a couple $100 because it was like, bought a property in Hawaii. But the idea was that he did it using an infinite return. He leveraged other money. He didn't use his personal money.
Right.
And he talked about how when you use your own money, you're a coward. He's pretty harsh. He called you a coward.
He does.
Rob go after you.
Rob go after you. Yeah.
because what it is, you're not smart enough to understand how to do without your own money.
Damn.
But it was that process. He said, okay, the minute you let go, and my thing was, I had a fear of losing money. I thought, and I had also a strong desire to have money. I felt like I need to have money. And once I got over the idea that I needed money, and like right now, I know I don't need money ever again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. I always have resources around me. I'm always gonna have resources. I don't need money. Once you have that, then it's like it makes it easy.
Got you. Okay, so two big things. Look inward.
Yeah, look
inward.
What
you needed to fix. Look at what you needed to fix, what you weren't doing, instead of focusing outward on family's not helping me, doesn't believe in me, can't support me, such and such hurt, this person did me wrong, whatever. You looked at Devontae and said, all right, this is what I need to fix, X, Y, and Z, and I can get what I need. And then it sounds like you did the flip, the formula everybody talks about is you're not chasing money. You stop really, really chasing it.
Not chasing money.
That's a hard one for people to grasp too. It's a hard one because it definitely rings bells. Like, I know they got a big thing with us with real estate. Like, you can't have commission breath. It's the same thing as putting off the nervous vibe. If you seem desperate for the money, your clients pick up on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can tell, you will almost, you'll sway the deal. I've seen agents do it. You'll almost forget what you're in the deal for, what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to be doing for the client. You know what I mean? And clients can pick up on that. If they vibe right, they can pick up on that. They feel that and they sense that, and it gives them a grimy feel where they feel like you're looking out for your best interest, which is lining your pockets, versus them being in this home for 15, 30 years, or whatever the case may be. They find it Like you aren't really looking out for them, you're looking out for yourself. And they can pick up on that. And then now in that case, in that weird way, you're pushing money away.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost where if you just did the right thing and did right by people, no matter what happened, it's gonna come back to you tenfold.
Exactly. It is. It is. So true. So true.
Man.
So
we went for a minute. Sure.
Yeah. We went for
Try to figure the wrap up. We only 3 in, baby. We still getting it. We all right. Let them know how to hit us so they can't get qualified, man. So they can get out their own way.
You said what again?
Let them know how they can get in contact with us. So
okay. Well, you can go to the Facebook page and use the link. I know there's a link that's available. You can set an appointment with me and come in, just set an appointment with me, talk to me. It takes about 3 or 4 minutes to go through a survey. Once we go through the survey, we get an idea of what kind of financing will work best for your situation. And I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm a pretty cool guy, actually.
Pretty cool, man. Yeah. You're all right, man. We have pretty good conversations on here, so I think you're cool, man.
Yeah. So I'm not here to judge your situation. I'm here to support you in any way that I can. We're here to support you any way that we can. And so please reach out to us. REI Financial, it's Tavante Hughes and
JD McLemore, Champa Real Estate.
Awesome, guys. So we'll see you
Take
next time. Peace.